Well, Lisa, I have 99 lives.
90. There's a rap song that.
Yes. That's like 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Is that what
Well,
you're thinking about?
no.
99 Psalms on
I
the
got
wall?
99 problems and never mind.
No, I don't. I think I know that song, but I can't remember.
It's Jay-Z.
Oh, it's Jay-Z. Well,
Yes,
we have just promoted JC.
Used to be a big Jay-Z fan.
Yeah, Lisa had a major conversion. Even though she still looks like she's 21, she has had a major conversion in her heart.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't listen to those sort of artists anymore.
Right.
You might fall occasionally, right?
I try to find the edited versions.
You find the edited versions, that's good, that are appropriate.
Yes.
To listen to.
Yes.
Because these kind of things can affect
our
they really
can.
Oh,
yes.
they do.
Yes.
It's funny. I mean, like music and the music of any generation, frankly, is full of stuff that is not holy.
I know. Like, so I listened to not necessarily the song I just mentioned, but like other songs like from when I was younger, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
how did this even get on the radio? This is so inappropriate.
There's lots of that, but
a lot of it, yes.
You have a well-formed conscience now, right? And so the way you see and hear the world is totally different, which I think we could just stop with that lesson without even reading the psalm, but we won't. So Psalm 99, the last one.
Did we say I'm?
Well, yeah, I'm Deacon Dave.
I'm
Who are
Layperson
you?
Lisa.
Welcome to the Deacon David Layperson Lisa show.
You probably know Deacon Dave because he has 2 podcasts.
Yes, I would like to say
Silence in the ear.
Yes, and then they want me to be silent. Here we go. The Lord is king, the peoples tremble. He is enthroned on the cherubim, the earth quakes. Great is the Lord in Zion, exalted above all the peoples. Let them praise your great and awesome name. Holy is he. Almighty King, lover of justice, you have established fairness. You have created just rule in Jacob. Exalt the Lord our God. Bow down before his footstool. Holy is he. Moses and Aaron were among his priests. Samuel among those who called on his name. They called on the Lord and he answered them. From the pillar of cloud he spoke to them. They kept his decrees, the law he had given them. O Lord our God, you answered them. You are a forgiving God to them, though you punish their offenses. Exalt the Lord our God. Bow down before his holy mountain. Holy is the Lord our God. So Lisa, what do you have?
Exalt.
Okay, talk to me about exalt.
Well, exalt is just like I don't know if it's like the highest form of praise, but it's just a way to praise God. I think there's like exultant is what in the Easter Vigil?
The exaltet is in the Easter Vigil.
That's the thing that
on Saturday.
That's
yes.
the
exalt.
It's like a giant
let them exalt the host of heaven.
So it's just like a praise, right?
And then what does God do with our praise?
He
enters into it. Remember?
Okay.
We're going to talk about that at the young adult retreat that happened 3 weeks ago. But he enters into our praise, which gets back to the earlier episode where we talked about the importance of singing during Mass, right?
Yes.
Because the more we sing, the more God enters in, right? Because there's more praise going on.
Right. Yeah.
So, it's almost like God's response to our praise.
It's like a twofold.
It's very cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they say singing is praying twice. But
Saint Cecilia.
Saint Cecilia said singing is praying twice?
Yeah.
So when we really lift up and exalt the Lord, right, and praise, he's entering into that. So the more we give him, the more he enters into that.
Yeah.
But isn't that so true, though? Think about it. The more we open ourselves to God, the more fully and completely, number one, we're going to recognize freedom in our own life, what that really is.
Yeah.
The more he's going to fill us with his graces, the more he's going to use us.
Right.
So God returns abundantly, right, however many fold, what we ourselves open our hearts to in our life.
Oh no, yeah, that's very true. Because like when we when we surrender or give God our whole self, then he uses us in like new, amazing ways. So.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but we want to control what we have going on.
Right, so we block that grace.
Right, and we think that that's authentic freedom. But it's really not. And if I've said it one time, I've said it 1,000 times. Authentic freedom is not doing what you want to do. It's doing what God wants you to do.
Yeah. I think St. John Paul II said something like that too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Okay.
I quote him a lot in Curcio, and that's why he's a saint, by the way.
Yes.
But this is just this idea of us getting beyond our limited human nature, right? And as I was talking to someone, really living out the divine life is living a life according to the will of God.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's hard work, Lisa.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
But when you get to the other side of different parts and stages of your spiritual life,
Yeah.
it's incredible what God can do with you.
Yes.
I mean, I'm like 10 years ago,
Uh-huh.
I'm doing more for the Lord, being blessed more, in these last 10 years than I was in the first 50
Yeah.
combined.
Yeah.
And that was just, and sometimes that's what it takes. So that's okay, because the Lord is just slowly breaking. He's part of that breaking open of our heart, right? And we have to respond to that in kind. But as your heart once it really starts to open up, it's sort of like those flood waters of the Niagara Falls.
Can I tell you something that kind of relates to that? And I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah, go ahead.
So like, in my bathroom sink, it gets like this sludge.
This is going to be interesting.
So it gets sludge, and what happens is the drain gets a little backed up. The water doesn't flow down as easily. So I was thinking, like, when we focus on like the negative, well, I guess I made it more personal. Like, so when I focus like on the negative things, or when I focus on things that get me down, or that if I focus on things that hurt me, then I'm like these sludgy pipes.
Yeah,
and like, and so like I'm not letting the water or like God's grace like flow through me.
I love that analogy.
So you just have to when you let God, like through the sacraments, like you can clear that sludge out and let the water or God's grace flow easily.
No, I like that. Yeah, especially through the sacrament of reconciliation, right?
Yeah.
No, that is a great analogy. It's probably not sludge. It's probably your hair.
Well,
I would guess, because hair is usually what gets down like into drains and things like that.
No, yeah, well.
But you know what you were doing? You were, to speak of a great podcast that's already started now. It's the Silence in Your podcast.
Yes.
You actually found, right, the presence and the silence inside of your sink.
Yeah.
Right. So and this is the thing, right? When we live intentionally and we are hyper focused on how God can speak to us in any situation, we can look at our sink.
Yeah,
and we
God can speak to us.
He can speak a spiritual lesson to us.
Yeah, I love that happens. I think it's so cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and that, look, it's all around us. Okay,
Yeah.
So everybody, here's your takeaway: be aware of the many ways that God is trying to speak to you, even in your sink.
Yeah,
because He can. He's God.
Yeah. Well, and He speaks to us all the time. We just are closed off to it. We just have to open up our eyes and our hearts and our souls to hearing His voice. And
sometimes, Lisa, I think part of it's being closed off. I think part of it's also we're just not listening. So we're not like intentionally paying attention. We're just going on with what we're doing. It's not like we're trying to close God out. So there's that piece of it.
Yeah.
But then there's the piece where we're just not being attentive throughout the day.
Or we just don't know how to hear His voice. Like, I think that's what my issue was for a really long time. I didn't know how to hear His voice.
Yeah. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and you just felt like they weren't even listening to you? Why are you looking at me? Okay, that must be me. So anyway, but yeah, that's probably how God feels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. He's trying to speak to us, and we're not hearing Him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of feeling did that elicit from you?
When like people don't listen to me?
When you don't feel
it hurts. It hurts.
Right.
Yeah.
God hurts too.
Yeah.
So be attentive to how God's trying to speak to us, because He wants to continue to clean out our pipes.
Yes.
And He'll find any way to do it.
Yes.
I'm Deacon Dave.
I'm Layperson Lisa.
See you later. Bye.